Hello everybody, and welcome back to When the Night Comes. So because I was on a previous computer when I was recording the last episode, I had to spend so much time today trying to get back to where we were. And here we are. I just had to spam and click until I could get back to where we were before. So now we're back at where we were before. I am just going to, if you remember from the last episode, it's been a while, but I think that we've met all the romantic interests in the game. Oh my god. There's something in my eye. All the romantic interests were, I think, in a chapter where we can kind of like explore which romantic interests we'd like to go with before we actually commit. I don't know who I want to commit to. Everybody here is really pretty. It's a little overwhelming. But we're going to give it a go. We'll see. We'll see if somebody can sway my fancy. I make it to the enforcement headquarters with time to spare after August's thinly veiled threat about tardiness yesterday. After a turbulent night's sleep on scratchy sheets, I couldn't possibly feel less ready to face my less than friendly superior. I raise my fist to knock the door, but the muffled conversation that I hear from inside has me hesitating. It sounds heated, and I glance at the clock on the wall behind me to check the time. I have 1 minute before I'm sure General Willenheim will admonish me for being late, so I take a deep breath and I knock. The voices stop suddenly. I hear a clack of heels, and then, "Yes? Oh, it's you." They quickly glance at the clock, brushing a stray mauve curl behind their ear. "Well, you're on time at least. Congratulations. I know it's terribly cozy out there, but please, come in." I nod politely and quickly step into the enforcer's office. It's beautifully decorated, neatly arranged bookcases lining the walls, laden with a collection of trinkets and tomes that possibly rivals Ezra's. There's a huge desk in the middle that's positively overflowing with reports and letters, a half-empty ink pot, an elegant sapphire quill poised and ready. Oh my god, sapphire? Damn, this boy got money. Oh my god. Then, as if I'm experiencing a rather vivid case of deja vu, Piper appears before me, looking decidedly less impressed than she did at the tavern the other day. "Hunter Swogarty." "Nice to see you again." "Hello, Piper. It's nice to see you." She stares at me, eyes narrowed as her gaze flickers to August, who stands quietly just behind me. Their hands are clasped behind their back, a dark eyebrow quirked almost expectantly. Piper frowns at them, nose crinkling before she turns her attention back to me. "Yes, you too." I offer her a smile, but the one she offers in return doesn't quite meet her eyes. I appreciate the effort she made. "So, you two have met already, In the tavern again, Piper?" August sighs heavily when we both fail to respond, and Piper manages to look anywhere but her superior. "Anyway." They run their hand along the edge of the desk, inspecting their perfectly dust-free fingertip as Piper huffs in their general direction. "I know you have very important business to attend to, but I'm not finished with you yet, Willenheim." "Is that so? I've given you your mission. You've complained about it. Loudly. So pray tell, Major, what else could there possibly be?" Piper flinches and can see her demeanor shift, her admirable determination withering and dying as that word rolls off of August's tongue. A harsh reminder of her demotion, one that clearly stings. I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to ask her about it, to finally know exactly what she did that warranted her being made such an example of. "Nice, August. Really nice. You could literally cut the tension with a dull-bladed dagger. It's not awkward at all." I'm sorry, I misdelivered that line. It's not awkward at all. "We, have a meeting, General?" August sighs, glancing at Piper almost guiltily. "Yes, we do." "Is that everything for today, Merriman?" She growls, a quiet rumble through clenched teeth. "Is it I wasn't asking, ugh." They take a deep breath, pinching the bridge of their nose between forefinger and thumb, utterly exasperated. "You're dismissed for today, Merriman." They stare each other down, and I wonder how the hell they ever managed to become one of the most successful elimination teams in all of Escria. I've heard countless weird and wonderful stories of their partnership, of Piper's unparalleled strength and August's unmatched intelligence. But here, now, all I see is a dispirited hunter and an impossibly tired enforcer. "Harry is on his way. I suggest you depart quickly." Oh wait, I'm sorry, that was August. She blanches at that, and I can almost see her admitting defeat, her shoulders relaxing. "Fine, I'll go and look for you possibly a small chimera, but probably a big fucking cat. One day you'll have to stop punishing me, you know." Piper grabs a set of expensive-looking daggers from the chair in front of their desk, strapping them to her back with haste. She pauses in front of me, and those dark eyes soften as she meets my gaze. "See you around, Hunter. Enjoy your important meeting, and remember what I've said." Another glance at August, and they suddenly become very interested in studying their perfectly manicured nails. "Foot, ass." With a wink, she spins to face August. She squares up to them playfully, the enforcer towering above her, still and caring, unbothered. "Twat." Oh my August walks around the back of their desk, practically falling into the well-used leather chair. So what was our meeting about here, August? How hot you are? Like, I don't understand. I scanned the piles upon piles of paperwork that littered the wood, taking in the countless reports and letters, scribbled diagrams, and gruesome drawings. I get the impression August is in over their head, the disorder of this information making my fingers twitch. They watch me carefully. I know. Trust me, I know. As much as I hate to admit it, we've got nothing. As of right now, I suspect everyone in this town, as should you. Though I may not really know them just yet, I sense that this kind of vulnerability I'm seeing is rare. Okay, so, blah, blah, blah. I'm skipping through this. I can't read all the dialogue. We will be here for 8 hours. I don't know why Harry decided you were the right person for this job above all others, but I trust him implicitly. So whatever plan he has for you, we had better make it work. They pause, staring me down with those ice blue eyes. Now are you ready to begin? Yes, master. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be obnoxious and flirt and be like a total dick. I can't wait to see where our partnership takes this, General Willenheim. August presses, praising me. Oh, really? Well, together I think we can do absolutely anything if we truly wanted to. And you state this after knowing me for a mere day and a half. How bold. I know what I'm capable of, and you're quite prolific, you know. Wow, we're just staring at their beautiful face. I suppose you hunters hold quite the advantage on me with your gut feelings, don't you? Regardless, I do hope you're right, Hunter Swiggerty. Rather, I look forward to hearing your theory. Me too, and please, call me Swiggerty. We're going to be partners after all, aren't we? Very well, but you will still call me General. Why, of course, General. So someone's entering the room. Oh, he hot. Who this? Harold Addington III. Okay, so he's endured in the enforcer colors of black and gold. His outfit is far more regal than any of the other high-ranking officials I've seen. He peels off the steel gauntlet. Oh my gosh. Old friend, how the heck are you? It's been a while, has it not? You look exhausted. Have you not been sleeping? I'm trying to sleep. Does that count? Look after yourself, Augustus. Hunter Swiggerty, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I can finally put a face to all those impressive reports I've read. It's a pleasure to meet you too, Lieutenant General Addington, sir. Harry is fine, none of that formal nonsense. If we're going to be working together for the foreseeable future, we might as well get familiar, wouldn't you agree? I don't know if this is like a pseudo-Irish, Australian, English accent. I don't know what I'm doing. Please just roll with it. So, we're just reading papers. I think we're having a meeting. I don't really exactly know what's going on here. I'm just kind of... We're going with it. I can't read all the prose. I'm sorry, guys. You know, Swiggerty, I've worked for the Enforcers for nearly 30 years, and I've never felt quite so useless. We've lost some of our best, our brightest, kindest. I truly am at a loss, and I'm finding it hard to remove my emotions from the equation when it's my own people being needlessly slaughtered. Nothing can bring them back. Whoops. But we can bring those responsible to justice. The victims were hunters, weren't they? Yes, they were hunters, just like you. I know we're putting a great deal of responsibility on your shoulders, but I have never-ending faith that you're the one who can help end this madness. Now, do you have any questions? Are there any patterns? Yeah. Other than the timing of the murders. I hope you don't think ill of me, but I'd rather not tell you at this point. Bitch, what? I'm sorry, you called me. You called me to investigate this. And then I'm like, hey, can you give me some evidence or some clues? And you're like, I don't really feel like it right now. I'm really sorry. I hope you don't feel bad, but I don't want to do that. Please just trust me, both of you. I want you to go out there and see things with your own eyes, unlike your alibi. Utilize your alibis, and we can discuss what we've already discovered. This is a complex case with... What? I don't want to be influenced by an investigation that's obviously failing. But that's important information, so if we're just gonna rediscover it, if there's a pattern that we think is there, shouldn't we establish that? Okay. So how many victims? 4, but we anticipate more. A victim has shown up every 7 days for the past month. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that was August. 4, but we anticipate more. Yeah, okay. Yes, but with the most recent being 6 days ago, which is when I called for you. Enough is enough. So, we're due a body if our calculations are correct. Concentrate on the latest victim for now. Male, 46 years of age at general. One of our best. We owe him this. Were all of them burned? I mean, I saw the ash, the charred ground. Each body has been burned very badly, yes, to the point where we cannot determine what wounds they were inflicted beforehand. Not even with magic. Not even with magic. Excuse me. So where would you like me to start? Well, the most obvious of places would be the Ibex, yeah. Okay. The what? A curious pair are the Woodwidgeons. They've taken up residence in the old church in the middle of town. I'm sure you've seen it. Yes, I did notice it. It's quite hard to miss, but I assumed it was empty with it being in such a state of disrepair. We can only dream that it becomes vacant, unfortunately. They're a plague upon this town, spouting the drivel and preaching to the dumb and ignorant. They're idiots. Augustus. Right, sorry. Well, I'm not fond of them if you couldn't already tell. Oh, I think we got the picture. Now, Swiggity, like I said, I suggest you start with them. Just see what you make of them. You might need to play along with a woman. She tends to favor playing games. Anything to baffle you. Have they already been questioned? Are they dangerous? Are they human? Yes, they're human. Yes, they've been questioned. Hunter Merriman saw to that, but she and the woman have a rather tumultuous relationship. Hunter Merriman be hitting that up, huh? Okay, their alibi is solid. They have a god, a human who has connections to Clan Casimir. She has no reason to support the ABEC other than just doing her job. I'd still be interested to hear what you think of her, though. So in theory, they're harmless, but they do have the people's ear for some reason. They prey on fear, and the town is infected with that right now. Be cautious of them. They certainly won't take kindly to you. Oh, I think Swiggity can handle them just fine. Have some faith, August. We trust you, Swiggity. Now that you've spoken to them, I suggest just going wherever your gut tells you. I have a feeling that this is the guy that committed the murders. I don't know why. I have a strong feeling that Harry's behind it. There's plenty of other Lunarians for you to get to know, so just take today to really find your feet. I must meet with August and some of the other generals now, but please report back to us in the morning. Unless you find any damning evidence, of course, on which report back immediately. Okay, trust no one, right? Not a bloody soul. Suspect everyone, question everything. I swear to God, this guy has to be the one that does the murders. This guy has to be the one. So we've run into Piper again. Oh, Swiggity. I can call you that, can't I? Listen, I'm sorry you had to witness that exchange. I couldn't bring myself to leave without apologizing for my behavior both today and in the tavern the other day. Girl, why are you so pretty? Oh my God, I'm dying. It's been a rough few weeks, and I often let my passion overrule any rational thoughts that I promise I'm capable of having. It's unbecoming of me. I'm taken aback by the vulnerability of her words or stance. Piper, She raises her hand to have my words, callous fingers turning to a fist. Please, Swiggity, just let me apologize, alright? Then we can pretend I never acted like a complete arsehole, and you can go and do your job. So... She sticks out her hand. The name's Piper Merriman. Major Piper Merriman. The pleasure is mine. I'm flirting with everybody. I'm gonna flirt with everybody. It's a pleasure, Hunter Merriman. I trust I'll be seeing you around, or I hope. Well, the town is terribly small. It would be quite hard to avoid me. I can think of far worse things than bumping into you. Oh, I don't know. I can be pretty scary, if you ask nicely. Nicely, you say. Oh my God. Guys, we're so thirsty. There's like dead people and we're like, yeah, but there's like dead people and there's a murder investigation and everybody's like, yeah, but I'm horny though. What's so funny? Oh, nothing much. Just didn't expect you to be quite so interesting, I suppose. I'll just have to prove myself then, won't I? That you will. Now. Ugh, I better get going. I have an inevitably worthless mission to get on with. People in this town are adept at mistaking common house cats for ghastly creatures. Must be something in the water. I should go too. Yes, of course. Now off you go. Save Lunaris and all that. See you around, Swiggity. So here we go. Where should we go first? Do I get to choose? So we're just kind of walking about in the town. We're gonna go talk to the twins. Who are the twins? This abandoned church is very big. It's very big. It's very dusty. It's very old. Oh my God, they're terrifying. I don't like them. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's wrong with their skin? Hello, Hunter. We were expecting you. I'm gonna start slow. Word travels fast here, doesn't it? I'm Swiggity Swiggity, and you are? She narrows her eyes at me. I'm Aurora, and this is my dear brother, Armoros. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Hunter Swoogity. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Okay, so let's address Aurora. So, Aurora, can you tell me what you do here? Well, what exactly would you like to know? What is the Ibeck? Can you explain to me what you do and why? Our purpose is simple. We spread the word of the night of those that are oppressed and murdered in cold blood. And who exactly are they oppressed, Miss Woodbridge? The creatures, of course. Is my answer not satisfying, Hunter Swoogity? Surely you know that the institution you serve brings harm to innocents. That the creatures that you kill are nothing more than confused, lost, looking for salvation. Ooh. I appreciate that there are creatures who don't intend to harm anyone, even though some that are kinder than most humans, but I cannot bring myself to understand how you can blindly support the slaughter of your own people. Because humans are inferior and pathetic. We infest and corrupt the earth by dedicating our time and resources to ridding it of the only things that give our wretched species any hope. So, Hunter Swoogity, to answer your question, we are here to protect the creatures just as you are here to destroy them. Okay, so what do you know about the murders, girl? I'm sure you're very aware of the recent murders in the area. Okay. We saw nothing, and we have an alibi. Nothing at all. You're stationed right beside the graveyard where the last hunter's body was discovered. You're telling me that you didn't hear a thing. He was brutally murdered, seemingly set alight and burned to ash, and yet he didn't scream or call for help? I find that hard to believe. My brother speaks the truth, Hunter Swoogity. Question us all you like, but we've been through this with your insufferable predecessor. Armamos knows something, and he's very scary. You truly have nothing else to say regarding the situation. Not a thing, dear Hunter. It was ever so wonderful to make your acquaintance, though. Truly, do stop by again, all right? We're more than happy to accommodate you should your agency need to question us for a third time. Uh-oh. Thank you, Aurora. Armoros. That's such a strange name. Okay, a neatly packaged, sitting on the doorstep. This Hawa and Armos' name paired with a small heart. It's a demonial language. Okay, so we found a package. So, let me see. There's Alcar. You reek of them, of the twins. What the hell have you been doing in that damn church? Are you feeding into their bullshit already? I thought you'd be different, just like everyone said you would be. How stupid of me to want to believe them. Weird. It's not what you think, I was just questioning them. Is that so? Why should I believe you? I don't even know you. No, you don't, which is why you should consider giving me the benefit of the doubt. I'm just doing my job. Do you suggest I just ignore the very obvious cult in the middle of the town whilst investigating? You were just questioning them. Yes, of course. I was hardly agreeing with their hatred for, me. Alcar, they want to protect creatures like you from the likes of me. So why do you so clearly despise them? Because they couldn't care less about those of us that don't enjoy killing humans mindlessly. Because we're not true creatures if we stay out of trouble and befriend humans or each other. So if you dare to act even remotely human, you're the enemy too? Now you're getting it. That's so sad. That's so strange, though. It seems like those twins, they don't actually care about the monsters, but it seems like maybe they want to utilize the monsters for their own gain, and that's why they want to kill humans. So, do you have friends here? That's an odd question, and close is reaching. Okay, well, do you at least know anyone in town? Merriman and I are not close, unless you consider her kicking my ass her way of showing affection. Trust me when I say that Merriman and I are not friends. Then no one. You truly have no one. I have friends, I suppose. Finn, Ezra, maybe even the demon. But it's easier for me to keep my distance. Anyone who gets close to me always gets hurt. Oh my god, this boy did not just say that. He literally did not just say that. That is like romance visual novel 101. Where they're like, everyone who gets close to me gets hurt. Therefore, I cannot allow myself to have any feelings whatsoever. I'm like, Oh, it's so cringe. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's really fine. If that line is cringe, then what does that make me for playing this game? Why do you ask anyway? You seem lonely, that's all. Well, maybe I like being lonely. Have you considered that? I'm a wolf after all. Aren't we supposed to be solitary creatures? Well, that depends. Surely you have a pack? No, and don't ask me again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I won't mention it again. Thank you, Hunter. So where are you heading now? Do you live nearby? Why? I'm gonna flirt with everybody. Everybody! Can I just try and get to know you a little better? And why would you want to do that? Because I think there's more to you than meets the eye. I suppose you are. So if I did let you get to know me a little better, what then? Well, for starters, I'd buy you some shoes. How thoughtful of you, but you wouldn't be the first to try. No? I'd run faster without, and you need to run often. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Aw, that's so cute. He's threatening to kill us. Funny. I'm a funny guy. It's getting dark, and there's a cold drink with my name on it at the Wolf. As much as I'd love to stay standing in the middle of the street talking to Linares' new favorite person, I'd better dash. Oh, he's beautiful. He turns as if to leave, pointing at the Abec. The building looms. Stay away from them. You might think you're safe because they're human, but words can do just as much as harm as knives or claws in this town. I'll be careful. See to it that you are, Hunter. The town might bloody implode if it has to deal with much more. Not that I care. Anyway, I'll see you around. So we're going back to the graveyard at night. We will see. It's Finn. Finn is here. Hi, Finn. What are you doing here, my man? What brings you here on this fine evening? Oh, hanging out in the graveyard is just part of the job. Same. I mean, I relate to the people here a lot more than I do anyone else. Aw. Do you really spend all your free time hanging around graveyards like the vampires in all the storybooks? How else would I chat with my friends? Aw. Aw, dude, are all your friends dead? That makes me really sad. You know, I find it soothing. It's so peaceful, and humans can be so very loud. It's nice. You're right, there's something peaceful about it. How are you coping with all this? It must be overwhelming, starting fresh in a strange place. Especially when it's strange as this. I'm slowly getting the hang of it, I think. You're doing just fine, sweetie. So tell me, why are you really here at this hour? I need to have a look around. I sensed something near where the body was. Yes, there's definitely a strange energy here. I can help you, you know. I mean, if you wanted an immortal opinion. How exactly can you help me? Well, an excellent sense of smell and the ability to see things your human eyes cannot be of use. I suppose I shouldn't dismiss any help, but how do I know that you're not the thing committing these horrible crimes? I've been told to trust no one more times than I can count, so tell me, Finn, why should I trust you? Freedom. Freedom. I've been trying to be a better man since the day I died. My sire was a cruel man, a tyrant, and being around for like that for centuries does something to you. Where is he now, your sire? Dead. Killed by your lieutenant general. I owe Harry my life. He freed me from Levi's shackles. I've done terrible things in my time, and I intend to pay penance for those for the rest of my days. Which, if you hadn't heard, is forever. So, to answer your question again, I value doing the right thing above all else. Even if sometimes I tend to stumble a little. Metaphorically, of course. Alright. We're gonna flirt. We're gonna flirt with everybody. No, relentlessly flirting. Spending some time with you wouldn't be terrible, I suppose. You suppose, Are you cold? Freezing? Unfortunately, I can't warm you up. I am quite dead, you know. Really, I didn't notice. The fangs and deathly pale skin are ever so subtle. I don't think I've ever been called subtle before. Well, there's a first time for everything. He narrows his gaze. You're different, aren't you? I like different. We should... Yes, we should. So we're just kind of wandering around the graveyard. He's going to help us out. I suggest you keep that. That's like nothing I've smelled before, and I've smelled a lot of different things in my time. You can't pick up anything familiar at all, so it's not the victim's blood then. Definitely not his. It smells off. It's from a creature... If it's from a creature, it's certainly not one I've come across in my 600 years. Well, here goes nothing. So we're trying to get the memory. Leave while you still can. Huh. Everything is telling him to run. You can't stop them. Swiggity, are you okay? What was that? I wasn't listening, but I couldn't block it out. He was so loud. It was the hunter, it must have been. What did you hear? Nothing coherent, just noise, but it was intense. That's never happened before. What do you mean? I mean, I feel things, I hear things sometimes too, but I've never directly spoken to a spirit like that before. At least that's what I think it was. I should go find August. Are you sure you're okay? Whoa there, I've got you. You need to find Ezra, he can help you, trust me, he's good with weird shit like this. You're right, I'll head for the shop immediately. Head straight there, promise me? I will, thank you, Finn. If you need me, don't hesitate to come, Ezra can tell you how to find me. I will, I swear it. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go find Ezra because something weird just happened to us. So, guys, unfortunately, I do have to bring this episode to a close, but this is getting really interesting, really exciting. I enjoy being able to flirt with absolutely everybody and people being cool with it. I mean, like, is it my birthday? Did I win the lottery? I don't know. Anyways, if you like this series, if you want to see more of When the Night Comes, please leave a like on this video and share it. It really does help the channel out. It really kind of helps me determine what content you enjoy me guys making for this channel. Really influences what I want to do for future episodes and things like that. And if you are interested in future episodes, speaking of those, why not subscribe to the channel? And when you subscribe to the channel, be sure to hit that notifications bell so you get updates on when I upload future episodes. I typically upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but occasionally I will do an extra episode on Wednesday if I have the time for it and if I find a really exciting game. And without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Bye!